The Fashions. Apostrophe of Allan Bloom, to Willow Rosenberg. I had thought to put a world in brocade, extended through adorning jewels sward in adoration about arms and waist, a metric yard, able as kerosene flung on dark skin. Majestic angels helicopter over Modgon, laying out the clothing she repetitively wears in death, petticoats embroidering the heartbeat. Do you see her in the slide? Lights, please. I hear your counts of stories in the gyre of the well to the penthouse on the park, the cabinet of history, where we read how I tormented the bones in your face until a semblance formed beneath my fingers. I let you evolve for a neon, on the white pine where the fashions spilled like science fictional bile. Did you know, walking to the window, Eloise? If de Tocqueville had gone to a Kansas prom I could have held up greyhounds beautifully, smoothing down her naked arms the sleeves no use. You are all I have to adjust the governor of my mechanical heart. The most important thing about your life is that I will always be there with you. Your speech is the afternoon parlor of our minds. The irregular heartbeats of my summonings never tire you, dear. You were not born into a corset but have done wonderfully with the tools you have. The vast telephone console of culture can summon this fated apartment. The knotted headscarves of the balding victim I have seen, the beginning and its end in the cancer ward, the mortal modulation outdone by the fashions like silk winding the calves of our dancers. We move, you see, pejorative towards the thinking that directs and pulling the thread return to an unviolated sheet. You have eyes, love, where others have balls. The elegance of sight is not for when the pharmacist spreads your legs on the counter, tins of creams and powders dropping to the shop floor. It is only so pretty in the petty arts, as the debt one has to a dressmaker. I am not so old-fashioned as not to wonder at your comfort, your stained argot, but no more a gentleman and cannot ask. I give you the privilege of my transparency and expect only that you hold the pins long enough to be drawn into the slip. Hands up. My creation, my world, my peacock blue undergarment. Did you know what your father told me when you first began to come? That I hate the bodies of women and make the clothes we do. What a dead little man, bend, and now where do you have to go? Harvard. You will suffer alone. Some radio voice will bring you to the edge and leave, aching angles of the Charles past porcelain and the anonymous cafes. You are different, marked. I have written in your brain carefully. I have brought you up to live in the shadow of the Holocaust, the memories of Weimar, the gentle light through the subcutaneous curtains of my home. The piano releases sunlight like these capsules, raises hand, slower than human. Graham has offered me his house in Santa Barbara, did you know? He has a maid he fucks in front of the Pacific. A closed circuit monitors the waves while it happens. Much of life is like this, the moving eye sees, and having seen moves on. Now take the unworn balustrade in hand. To be a woman like yourself is to be a higher antiquate. I will always spend on you. Priceless menus will float before your eyes. Hold while I cut this with cold scissors. Look out over the yellow cabs like water and try not to move. That is what they do. The unadorned make their naked way through the city. Schizophrenic, vision tormented, they pose in stages along the avenue. The aristocrats of filthiness, the all-day breakfast of souls in the hot kitchen. Even the scenery rebels as they pick at the green of Central Park. The fearless women with their detailed nails, the men who fund this violence against you and I. Drops hand. One day an Arab will swipe us, like a barcode, into dust. Before that there are the steps of your learning, the gale of intricate ideas, the fugal patterns of your mind like woven souls. Forgive me, I sometimes forget why we do what we do. I do the policeman of my precinct in voices and no quotation functions, as well as the stories that keep you bound in exquisite glory at the gala where every man wants to marry you for love, and will spend cryptic fortunes doing it. How does it feel to have you on your own? That's what they will all want to know. Maximal adoration plugged like piston into cylinder 10,000 times a minute. Desire dissolves. You are a woman, but when you die I have worked enough to make you a man. Not that you know mortality the way I do now. So it must be. I always preferred Parmenides to Plato, and in this last grey afternoon lean against the window and look back towards your fabricated body. What is vanity but pride published, and what is fashion but the publication of the human form? You did not have the prettiest face until I electrified your tendons. The hysterical telephone rocks in the cradle. Ambassadors take my calls as they glide unrepentant in fixed-wing ornithopters over the black burning fields of Baghdad or are driven through the streets of Georgetown past the floral gardens. You are my tempestuous republic. Have I ever told you how much you mean to me? How much control, over your knees, over your back, your shoulders. Grey's Anatomy. I sink into your flesh like the imaginary teeth of men who will defile you. If not in the seminar room or wretched dormitory, then in the alley, behind the bus shelter, in the rosary room, the smog test facility, or even in a penthouse like this, with folded window arches bearing mute witness to the things that happen even to constructions like you. One man cannot respect another's work, let alone a woman. Nothing falls like virtue, nothing is counted out from being the way a tortuous rebellion of the bloody coils. Yes, yes. Give me the morphine box, the passcode is written on the bottom and I have 3 doses left before I go. Put the fairy tale in a cold shower. I'm a sensitive boy, I'm well on my way, growing smaller and more finely wrought with each testimony to the minutes. This mute frame. Such direct need for decoration, but I was devoted to the decoration of others. My student, my violent word, my limb, my personal actuation in a world of counselors, administrators, internet editors and cell phone towers. I am close enough to death to be medevac to some village of the failed bodies, failed minds, failed lovers, even, pouring their seeds into chipped mugs beneath a snow-covered salt box roof. Window whipped into frenzy by the moronic winds of Vermont, no Valhalla for an old queer warrior like me, draped in the tunics of the wealthy hospital ward, a patient like Kurosawa's samurai. Eloise, I was sent home to die. I will never leave New York. Ululate from the swing tower that watches the largest jewel in the emerald necklace. Fire skyward your automatic weapons. Hang my receiver on the molded cradle as the signal dies in one long contraction through the network. The human shield will evacuate soon and then you must leave yourself. Close and desperate control the elevator doors and then recline. Allow me to fold my ragged map of thought. My heart will tear itself apart to see your figure diminish in the bride of the atrium. But is it the disease or is it me who weeps to see the last projected human mark? You will disappoint me. Nothing can satisfy me. I will never have done enough. My powers are all I have and they fail me. You will devolve, I know, and return like some damped pendulum to the sexless mean that travels the wide plain of this distorted America, of the shattered eardrums, of the murder-mad, the rainforest of received pronunciations. Your clothes will be torn like Joseph's. That greyhound barreling towards you on the long highway from Wichita, the dun aluminum hide flashing in the sun, attenuated, your car parked on the grassy verge, the broken signs, the mysterious passengers of nuclear rage, the blared air horn of announcement shrieking ovarian as you strip the padded stomacher from where it hangs at your hips. I will not be there, but I can see it all bedecked by chords of joy, your bowered heart subliming from your spattered state university chest. You are rapidly becoming fictional. They are wheeling my wide ivy trailing mattress from the sick room. I have access to media reports from the future. Stay, Eloise, outside is only the vacuum tube and that terrifying double, yes. The double on the greyhound watching you watching her. Pretty soon they'll come to get me. They're taking their time because I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell, impaired. You don't understand me, but you will never fail me. Never, 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 never. I have taught you. Stand aside. You are the brightest girl I have ever had. Is it enough to make someone run away? Obviously, it is. Metonyms fail me. There is the engine. There, are you? I can hear them whisper. Eloise,